To the Middle East now, and Iran has sent its response to a US proposal to end the war. Pakistan's Prime Minister has said overnight that his country, which is serving as a mediator, had received Iran's response but could not share its details. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump is accusing the regime of playing games. In a Truth Social post, he said for 47 years the Iranians have been tapping us along, keeping us waiting, killing our people with their roadside bombs, destroying protests, and recently wiping out 42,000 innocent, unarmed protesters and laughing at our now great again country. They will be laughing no longer. Tehran is warning it'll launch a heavy assault on US assets in the region if Iranian vessels are targeted. Oren Lieberman reports.
Iran feels that time is on its side and it's willing to drag out these negotiations, or at the very least, not rush them along. Meanwhile, we have seen some continued exchanges of fire between the U.S. and Iran over the weekend and late last week. But what's really escalating here is the rhetoric. Iran has said that if its tankers are disabled or if its forces under attack, it will carry out what it calls a heavy assault against U.S. military facilities in the region. We have already seen late last week Iran fired at U.S. warships that were transiting the Strait of Hormuz, according to U.S. Central Command. And after that, following that, and in retaliation, the U.S. carried out strikes on Iranian military facilities, though neither side seemed to handle it as a major violation of the ceasefire, and it clearly didn't lead to all-out war. It shows how volatile the entire situation remains as there is an effort to try to move forward negotiations here. But right now, that very much, at least from the U.S. perspective, relies on Iran responding to the latest U.S. proposal. To try to move things along, Secretary of State Marco Rubio and U.S. Envoy Steve Witkoff met with the Qatari Prime Minister. Qatar doesn't seem to be taking a leading role here, but they're trying to work to ensure that Pakistan's mediation efforts show progress. And that's what we're really waiting to see right now, because this entire process seems stuck. Iran, meanwhile, has made clear that they view the Strait of Hormuz as one of their own strategic assets, and they've said and made clear they're not willing to give it up in negotiations. That creates a major hurdle diplomatically to try to get negotiations to go anywhere. So it'll be crucial to see how the U.S. handles this. It's also worth noting that a Qatari vessel loaded with liquefied natural gas passed the Strait of Hormuz early this morning. It is the first Qatari vessel to pass the strait since this war began now more than 2 months ago. The UK's maritime agency said another vessel also came under attack on Sunday. So it shows the threats that ships not only are still under, but still feel they are under. And that is why the strait remains effectively and largely closed.